बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। माय नेम इज़ सक्सेस सईद। वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। आज के इस लेक्चर में हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं चार्ल्स डिकेंस से रिलेटेड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एमसीक्यूज जो कि हमारे पीपीएससी और एफपीएससी इंग्लिश लेक्चर के टेस्ट में पूछे जाते हैं। फर्स्ट वन इज़ टू विच लिटरेरी एज डिड डिकेंस बिलोंग। कौन सी एज से डिकेन जो है वो बिलोंग करते थे? टू द विक्टोरियन एज। वेयर वाज डिकेन बॉर्न। डिकेन पैदा हुए थे पोस्ट माउथ में। आप में से जो लोग चैनल पर न्यू है काइंडली चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा, वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा और शेयर कीजिएगा। और यहाँ पे आपको पीपीएससी और एफपीएससी दोनों की प्लेलिस्ट भी मिल जाएगी कंप्लीट। Dickens was the first editor of one of the following newspapers, so which, that is the Daily News. Which was the first novel of Charles Dickens? Charles Dickens का जो फर्स्ट नावल था that was Pickwick Papers. What is the most autobiographical novel of Charles Dickens? Charles Dickens का जो most autobiographical novel है that is David Copperfield. One of the following novels is only an episodic novel. Which one? That is Pickwick Paper. Dickens treats the last delay in Little Dorrit. One of the following novels of Dickens is generally called the most worthless. Which of the following? That is The Child's History of England. Dickens portrays the degradation and suffering of the poor in the English workhouse. In which of the following novels does he do so? That is Oliver Twist. Which of Dickens' novels deal with the life of a circus child named Sissy Jupe? That is Hard Times. Charles Dickens, a novel, a tale of two cities, can be considered as historical novel. Which are the two critics dealt with in Dickens' novel, A Tale of Two Cities? That are cities जो हैं वो that are London and Paris. Dickens' novel A Tale of Two Cities shows an influence of Carlyle का जो influence show करता है that is French Revolution. Dickens left one novel unfinished. Which of these? That is Edwin Drood. Dickens said about one of the novels, I like this the best. Which novel was he referring to? That is David Copperfield. Charles Dickens characters are generally, उसके जो characters होते हैं that are generally flat. In which of Dickens novel a memorable character named Great Green figures appear? That is Hard Times. Who compared Dickens with Shakespeare in making a character real as flesh and blood? T.S. Eliot. Which of Dickens' novel do we find a character named Miss Pross? That is A Tale of Two Cities. इसकी वीडियो भी मेरे चैनल पर अपलोड हो चुकी है, वो भी आप देख सकते हैं. Anthony Trollope satirizes Dickens in the character of Mr. Popular Sentiment. Which of the following novel is not written by Dickens? That is Vanity Fair. The great humorists of the world can be counted on the fingers of a hand, and Dickens is of that choice company. Who says this? That is George Sampson. Who has written the best biography of Charles Dickens? That is Edgar Johnson, His Tragedy and Triumph. Dickens is thoroughly familiar with parliamentary procedure. That is, as a newspaper reporter, he was allowed to enter the House of Commons. His novels belong entirely to the humanitarian movement of the Victorian era. Who holds this view? That is W.H. Hudson. Charles Dickens born in. Charles Dickens पैदा हुए थे 1812 में. Charles Dickens was ये एक विक्टोरियन नॉवलिस्ट थे. पिकविक पेपर वॉज रिटन बाय. पिकविक पेपर जो है वो चार्ल्स डिकेंस ने ही लिखा है. What problem has health with Dickens' Bleak House? That is Last Delay. Which novel of Dickens is called the most worthless? That is The Child History of England. Whose novel threw lights on miseries on poor orphan children? Dickens. Most Dickens characters generally flat. Anthony Trollope satirizes Dickens in the character of Mr. Popular Sentiment. Almost all of Dickens' novels shows his preoccupation with dash problems, with social problems. Who has written Pickwick Paper? Pickwick Paper जो है चार्ल्स डिकेंस ने लिखा है. अगेन चार्ल्स डिकेंस was a novelist. Lady Dedlock character occurs in Dickens. ये डिकेंस के किस प्ले में आता है? That is Bleak House. The last book the Dickens wrote was The Great Expectation. चार्ल्स डिकेंस बेस्ट वर्क, उसका जो बेस्ट वर्क था that was David Copperfield, और वो उसका ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल भी था. Which character in Dickens' novel Keeping Waiting for Something to Turn Up? That is Mr. Micawber. Charles Dickens' novel largely deals with contemporary social condition. Who is the most furious character in Fagin's Den in Dickens' Oliver Twist? That is Bill Sikes. Philip Pepe is a character in Charles Dickens' novel Great Expectation. Love is not feeling to pass away like the balmy breath of a summer day. That is Lucy's song. Love of home, the love of country has its rise. These lines occur in Old Curiosity Shop. What is the name of Sissy's father's dog? That is Merrylegs. Who robs banks? That is Tom. What is the common name for poor Coketown factory workers? That is hands. ओके, आई होप इट्स क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू। आज के इस लेक्चर में हमने डिस्कस किए हैं 48 MCQs अबाउट चार्ल्स डिकेंस, जो कि हमारे PPSC और FPSC में पूछे जाते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच। अल्लाह हाफिज़।